So, when's the last time you tried something that others swore up and down worked for them? And it did for them, but it absolutely failed when you tried it. Maybe it was you reaching out for some mindset help and trying to upgrade how you see the world so that you can upgrade how you move through the world. Maybe it was some tips that they shared on an exercise that worked really well for them to help them reach their goals, and it just absolutely flopped for you. Heck, maybe it was even fashion advice. We've all been there. Look, this looks great on them, not so much on me. Maybe it was some sort of advice for physical relief from a challenge, maybe a stretch or a home remedy or some kind of uh, assistance that they got maybe through a chiropractor or surgery or physical therapy or something like that. It worked for them, but for some reason, it just did not work out for you. Were you lied to? Probably not. It worked for them, and that's their truth. It absolutely did work for some of them. Now, is that to say that every ad that you see when you're scrolling online is factual? We'll leave that up for interpretation. They can't put anything on the internet that isn't true. But if you were hearing stuff from people that you know in real life and they swore it helped them, it probably did. So why didn't it work for you? And how can you be sure the next thing that you try is actually going to work for you? This is going to be the one. We're moving into fresh starts this season. How can we make sure that the fresh start we're trying to reach for this time is actually going to work out? If you're new to my world, welcome. I'm Dr. Vicky, gentle chiropractor for people as well as pets. I'm a mind body coach and I'm a Reiki healer. I'm here to help you be the very best possible and help you move forward to reach your goals. Not the goals of the person I saw before you, not the goals of the person I'm going to see after you, but yours. So, what is it that you tried that didn't work? Why? Why didn't it work out for you when it worked out for them? In most cases, it's not that they were wrong. It really did work out for them. But why didn't it work for you is because it's not necessarily what you needed at that moment. You know, big example I hear all the time is, well, my my dad always said to throw some heat on it when I pulled a muscle, and I did that when I hurt my back, and it just made it worse. I hear that one all the time with heat and with ice. It's not necessarily that the heat was bad; it just wasn't right in that instance. Do when we have an injury, like we roll our ankle or something. Some of us more often than others. Pointing fingers at myself. Also, if you're new to my world, hi, I'm a little clumsy. I'd fall over not attempting to move. But let's say you roll your ankle. Is it going to be a situation where you should walk it off and keep moving? Or maybe do some stretches and some exercises? Or is it a situation where rest is going to do you better? It really depends. What works for one in one situation doesn't necessarily work for the other. You know, I hear all the time that from folks who are first reaching out to me that maybe they tried chiropractic in the past because it worked for their friend, but the last time that they tried, it either didn't help at all or it made them worse and it made them hurt more. So how can they be sure that this time it's going to be right? Heck, I also hear this a lot with the folks who do go in for things like back surgery or surgery for other things as well, that surgery was supposed to fix a major challenge. But now afterwards, they're worse. There's actually a diagnosis code for something called failed low back surgery because that's how frequently it happens. Now, I'm not saying that these things were wrong. Nothing is an absolute. There is absolutely a time and a place for everything. Yes, even surgery. And I know there's not many chiropractors who will agree with me there, but I am one of the ones who absolutely there is a time and a place for surgery. There's a time and a place for medication. There's a time and a place for heat or ice or rest or movement. The key is knowing what's going to be the right fit for you and for the challenge that you're experiencing right now and where you are on that mountain. And also for what your vision is for what it's going to look like at the top. Do you even want to get to the top? Some folks don't want to get to the peak of their potential. They're okay with just being able to get off the couch again and go back to work. If that's their goal, then trying to get them all the way up to the peak is not what they need. Some people really do want to get to the peak potential. And if they end up trying to work with someone who just wants to get them back to work and not any further, that's going to be a mismatch too. So you need to know that you're working with the right solution for what you've got going on and where you want to go. Now, how can you tell for next time? You need to partner with someone who's willing to connect with you and really get to know you, not just get to know your insurance number and your bank account. You need to know someone who is going to get to know you and not just the challenge that you're walking in with, because you're more than just the challenge that you've got. You are a person with so many layers and so much that makes you you and makes you so different from everyone else. And you need to be partnering with someone who knows that and who wants to get to know you and gets to know every single aspect about you that you're willing to share, because that's going to help them know not only where you are now, but where you've been coming from and where you want to go, so they can help set up that journey in the best way. If you want to go to Disney World, there's a whole lot of ways to get there, and it really depends on where you're at right now before we can decide how we're going to get there. If you're sitting in the parking lot of Disney World, you probably don't need an airplane to get to Disney World because you could just walk in the gate. But if you're on the other side of the country, Disney World's in Florida. If you're in California, maybe you want to take a road trip and drive. You probably don't want to walk there. Maybe you want to take a plane. It really depends on where you are and where you're coming from. If you're standing in the parking lot and you want to walk into the gate, yeah, you're real close. But if you're standing facing the highway, you can't just walk forward. You'll go the wrong way. So we need to know not only where you are, but where you're coming from and where you want to go, so that you can partner with someone to customize what's going to be the best fit for you. Because getting advice from the folks that are near and dear to you is absolutely helpful, but that's not enough. Because that's how you end up stuck again with something working for them but failing for you because it wasn't customized for you. It needs to be the right fit for you. You gotta partner with someone who's willing to connect with you and get to know you on that deep level and get to know where you are, where you're coming from, and where you really want to go, so they can help you get there with what's going to be the right fit. And I'm going to caution you. You need to be partnering with someone who's willing to put you on that path to what's going to be the right fit, even if it is not with them. I'll say that again. You need to partner with someone who will help you find the right fit, even if the right fit is not working with them. So, how do you know who's going to be that person you need to partner with, who's really going to get to know you and get to know where you want to go? And it's going to help you get there, whether that's with working with them or not. You need the 5 questions that you should be asking when you interview folks. And you can use these for any field. I've written them from the perspective of talking to a chiropractor and interviewing them to decide if you need to hire them to work with you. But you can use that just as easily for hiring a veterinarian, or hiring a personal trainer, or hiring a tutor for your kids, hiring skilled care for your parents. You can use these for any professional you want to work with to make sure that they are going to be the right fit for you and what you need in that personal connection. So here's how you get those 5 questions to ask. Reach out to me and send me a text on my personal line or shoot me an email. You can text me at 636 751 3150, or you can shoot me an email at dr.vicky, that's Dr. Vicky, at completewellnesscc.com. Send me a quick message. Let me know you want those 5 questions to ask, and I will get that link in your hands as quick as I can. And if you have any other questions for me, let me know when you reach out, because I'm here for you. Whether you should be working with me or not, I'll let you know. And if it's not with me, I'll let you know where to go next. First things first, your next step is getting those 5 questions you should be asking when you're interviewing anybody who's going to be working with you to help you get from where you are to where you really want to be faster, easier, and with less effort, so you can be your very best. All right, I look forward to hearing from you soon. Until next time, go out and live your best life with what's going to be the right fit for you. Bye now.